what's in sauce there?
I'll keep that one in house. I'll keep it in house based on just thought process. But it was something that we wanted to do.
How much of a lift did that?
It did what we all knew it was going to do. Now safety, all that we knew we'd get an explosive play out of it. You don't want to live that dangerously all the time, but we felt like we get an explosive play, and it worked out.
What does it say about these last 2 weeks? The fourth quarter has been your best quarter for this team.
If you go back to preseason, it's been our best quarter. We've got a great mindset. We've got a young group. They don't flinch. I feel like we get stronger as we go, and especially with a young group, the more they see, the faster they get. And so when you get to the fourth quarter with such a young group who's not veteran-like, right, and you get to see, and it's everything I talked about, when all the cards are on the table and everyone knows what the heck is going on, can you step up and rise to the occasion? And with a young group, that's what you're hoping for. And so it was fun to watch, offense, defense, great complementary football, special teams when that fourth quarter turned and all the cards are on the table and everyone's all in, to see our guys elevate another step. And I feel like that's been happening since preseason.
Robert, just getting back to that sauce thing there, obviously the field position was perfect for that call, but is the philosophy behind that just to try to set a tone early there, or is there something you've seen on film, whatever? I mean, what?
It's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of everything. You're trying to, whenever you're pressure, you're trying to create an explosive play. But on the flip side, if it doesn't work, it could be an explosive play for them too. So there was just one of those deals we felt like it'd be a high risk, high reward, low risk based on our film study, and it worked out.
His first pick today, we just talk about his day and
he had all of our rookies, our young guys are doing such a great job. He had a really nice day. I mean, I think we held those two big receivers to minimal yards. Granted, they didn't, losing Teddy hurts them, obviously, but to hold those guys down the way we did, I thought it was awesome.
You talk about the rookies now 5 games in. Can you see the difference in how they're all just reacting to things compared to week 1?
Yeah, it's still going to be a roller coaster, but I think it's clear to anyone who watches our tape that we've got a really cool nucleus of young men that are only going to get better as time goes, and it's got a chance to be a really explosive group. Obviously, this is just one game, and we've got to go to Lambeau Field, and I'm sure they're going to be pissed off next week. So it's the challenges for this group does not stop, and but it's fun to watch them play, especially when they play so free. And there's still a lot of things that they've got to get corrected too, that weren't seen that you're not going to see in the naked eye, but we'll be able to see in the All-22. So, but really like where they're at.
You've been talking about it for a while, but to finally end the 12-game losing streak in the division and do it in such commanding fashion, how important is that?
I thought it was good. It's awesome. Obviously, you always want to win your division games. Double-digit wins are hard to come by in this league. 40 points, all that good stuff. It was just a really good complementary football game in all 3 phases. Takeaways, offense turning those takeaways into points. Defense standing up after the 4th down, where we didn't get it on 4th down. Defense holding them to a quick 3-and-out and a punt. So I just thought again, no flinch. All 3 phases did such a great job, and hopefully it's the first of many.
What did you think about how Brees ran the ball on that 79-yard play where he seemed like he carried a couple guys for like 10 yards?
Oh, he on the pass. Yeah, no, it was awesome. He's only going to get better too. But him and Michael make a heck of a duo.
Together, it looked like you may have used them together a little more than usual. What does that do for the defense when you get those 2 backs in formation?
You got to identify what it is. There's a lot of things that you got to account for. You can run the ball, throw the ball. You get the ball. You can get the ball out to one of those 2 out in the flank, out on the perimeter. There's just a lot of different things that we can do with that grouping, and that it's been a productive group for us.
What do you think about Zach and the way he played today?
I thought he was good. Again, we didn't turn the ball over. I thought he made big throws when he needed to make them. I thought our run game really picked up, especially in the second quarter around there. So, but I thought he did exactly what he needed to do to win a football game.
What would be the thought process behind
putting AVT at right tackle versus moving back to guard?
Felt like Herbig did such a great job last week. I love Herbig's mentality. I love the way he approaches the game. I love he's nasty. He's everything you want out of an offensive lineman. He probably smells bad too. So I'm just kidding, Herbie. But no, it's more of a testament to Herbie and just forcing his way onto the football field and playing our best five. Now the testament and the credit goes to AVT. Who knows? Maybe we'll try him. Maybe we'll try my quarterback next week.
That first drive of the fourth quarter, you guys hadn't scored a touchdown since the first half. How important was that to setting the tone and to what you ultimately went on to do in that fourth quarter?
Again, when the fourth quarter turned, it just felt like we went up a notch. In all three phases, offense finishing drives, defense getting the ball, offense turning turnovers into points, and then defense finishing at the end of the game, keeping them out of the end zone. So it was an emphatic finish in the fourth quarter, and like I said, something I feel like we've been doing since preseason. And when you look at all three of our preseason wins, and I know they don't count, but the mindset counts in terms of how we trigger in the fourth quarter and get things done. So really pumped for the group, and like I said, hopefully it's just one of many.
Take a couple more.
You guys had, I think, like 3 defensive pass interference penalties, or I guess how'd you feel about it?
I don't know. In the heat of battle, I got to go back and watch them. Just looking up. I'm not sure what more our guys can do with regards to looking back for the ball and trying to make a play for it. But that's part of what they're great at too. They get on you. They get you on your heels with all their speed, and they take their shots, and then they're 50-50 balls, and they're hoping for either PI or incomplete or completion. It's one of the three. But eventually, we're going to make teams pay for throwing it up. And
How about an injury update?
Braxton, he got the wind knocked out of him, so he's fine. And then 52, he's dealing with an ankle. We'll evaluate him tomorrow.
After a couple of those long breeze plays, he went right to Michael for the touchdowns there. Is there any, I know you just want to get the ball into the end zone, but is there any thought to try to, Brees got you all the way down there and whatnot. Can you speak to that tandem in the way that Michael complements?
I think they complement each other. Sometimes the rook has to make way for the vet. No, it could be timing. That'd probably be more of a question for Mike on Thursday.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Room's over.
What's it like having a running back like Brees? It seems like even if there might even be a hole there, it seems like he's going to break a tackle.
Yeah, he's done a great job getting better each and every week. You can see his explosiveness, his power, and you get him in space. And, again, I think the